All right, we're gonna try and get these lights installed. First, I'm gonna wire them up and see if they turn on. These are a couple of LEDs that we got as a gift, actually, so that's kind of cool. And then I'm gonna integrate them into the painless harness here, which has what we need, hopefully. So, cool thing is this has the same connector as the Mustang harness that Painless sent, and so we're going to utilize that. I'm not sure about these. I'm thinking that's a turn signal, so we might just cap those off. And then this is the ground harness, so I'm going to start there with the ground harness. There's one for each side. You'll notice there's 3 wires on there. There's a you can't tell probably from the video, but there's an 18 gauge or 2 18 gauges and 1 14 gauge. So the 14 gauge is going to go to the headlight. The two 18 gauges will go to the side marker and the turn signal, which you can see it's going to be right there. So I took the bolt out already for the other side of the ground here. I'm going to attach it there and get that set in here like so. And then once that's in there, I'll connect the other end to the headlight harness, and then I might get that side marker hooked up as well. All right, so first I'm going to find the thicker 18 gauge wire out of these. I'm sorry, the 14 gauge is the thicker wire. Find the 14 gauge, strip that back. And then here's the headlight harness, and I'm just going to tie into that. Now that's sitting there. What I did is I fed the other wires into here, so I'm going to feed those out. Those are from the actual main harness, and I fed those into there already. This is from the dongle that I just fed into there. So we're going to tie all that together along with this. So I already stripped the ground, so I'm just going to tie that into this butt connector. But before I do that, I want to put our heat shrink. Question is, what size? I think this blue one should be good. All right. Use these crimpers and select blue. Those are solid. I like that. Okay, so that's on there. I'll do all the heat shrink at the same time, so I'll grab that here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and strip those back and tie them into these 2 wires. So I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I got the other 2 hooked up there, and Crystal was working on that side. She got those done. So the other thing I was going to say is that while I'm over here, I got this side marker, so you can see I kind of fished that out. I'll probably utilize this little clip that was in there, and it came with the a little harness on there, and the Painless kit comes with these harnesses, which you can see match up. So I'm going to wire these into one of these goes to the turn signal, which I'm going to hold off on, and the other one goes to the side marker. So I'm going to wire in the side marker right now, which I believe is this one. Let's take a look. Yep, it says parking right there, parking lamp. So that's the one I'm going to wire into this. I'm going to put that into the red wire here. The black wire will go to that ground harness that we set up right here, and then that one should be wired up. All right, and these little guys are actually already pre-stripped, so I just have to pull the little ends off, and then I got to put a butt connector on either one, so I'm going to start with this side. Got to find the right size butt connector here. Oh, I only got one of them right now, so this will be one of the red ones because they're the 18 gauge wires. So I got some more over there that were I had before, so I'm just running out of them from the painless kit. And that was my fault. I used them in places that the painless kit probably did not have them planned for. Okay, so I got that side crimped. And I'm gonna go ahead and strip back this guy. As soon as I find the strippers. Ooh, that stripped it way too far back, but we'll go ahead and pull that off of there, and then I'm gonna just cut the end off. Time to do the old school way. That's what I did before I had wiring kit tools. Alright, let's cut the end of this off. So we got too much wire there. Right about there. And crimp that guy on there. Find it?
Of course I found it.
We were looking for our heat gun, which is actually just my wife's hair dryer. She found it. Because I don't find things, she does. I just lose things.
Y'all heard that. I got it on video.
All right, and then this one's gonna go to the ground harness. So I'm gonna take that guy here and just either one of these, strip that back. Actually, I gotta go grab some more of those other butt connectors. All right, there's my bundle of wire mess here. So I just hooked that dongle that we just wired in to that parking light off to the side there. Have it sitting there. Then I got these 3 wires sitting here, going over into here. I'm actually going to pull that back because with these LEDs, they come with this regulator. It's a CAN bus, it says. I need to put that in there, and obviously that's not going to fit with the headlight this way. So I'm going to feed it this way so that these blades are sticking out there. Not a whole lot of room to work with, but I think we should be okay. I ran it on this side, and it's sitting back behind the bucket there, and you can see it's hanging out there. So actually it's the female sides that I gotta, I'm glad I looked at that. So it's the female side that I gotta feed through there. So I'm gonna feed that through this way, pull the other one back, and then I'm gonna hook up the lights and see if they work. Alright, so there's that headlight connector. I'm going to plug this CAN bus into it. And this was a pain on the other side too to get in. I just need to work it in, I guess, a little bit. There it goes. So get it good and solid there. And then I'm going to feed this side through as I reach in and pull as far forward as I can here. And then I got it through there. And the headlight itself actually has pretty good length of cord as well. So I'm going to plug it in, and then I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and just let it come back this way, I guess, because I need all that back there. Maybe I can figure out a good spot to mount this up here. And I'm just gonna let it sit in there right now and just hanging out. I gotta get the door on there and everything, but I want to make sure it works before I completely mount this on there. Okay, I don't have a good angle here. Moment of truth. Go ahead and turn them on. Oh, look at that. These are bright. I like it.
Nice.
You want to hit the high beam clicker? Oh yeah, they've turned them off. Okay, so that was the high beams. Doesn't look like the side markers are on. Can you click the thing in one, the headlight switch? Yeah. Okay, so those are just parking lights. They're on now. Let me see the other side though. Make sure the other side's on. Yep, we wired them in right. Good job. All right, now we're gonna do the mounting. First is the headlight door, I guess, I think this guy right here. I'm having Crystal do this because she did the other one and she just smoked me on it, so. There's a, looks like an adjuster screw in there. That thing's stripped as hell. And I thought that was one of the screws that this is connected to, but it's not. And there's the three, there's 1, 2, and then the third one was over there. Pop the door onto the little lip of the headlight. Orientate the headlight the way you want it after you get it kind of slid on there. I guess those aren't equal, huh? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. So you can see you can slide those over the screws. Maybe. Maybe loosen that one. Looks like it's the front. There we go. Now it's slid where it needs to be, and then tighten the screws down, but I think those have something to do with the adjustment. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I gotta look into that. I might just hold it, and the adjustment might be that screw that I was messing with, and I think there's another one. So we may not even need to adjust it because, well, unless I screwed it up right there. And then we got the cover. Goes on the outside. And you have the screws for this? Or was that part of that kit?
They're right next to you.
Okay. Okay. So that was actually part of our order. Most of the time I've been happy with CJ Pony, but when we ordered this last order, it was a big order, and some things were missing and some things weren't right, and so they've corrected it so far, but they were a little bit slow getting some of that done. But overall, I've been happy with them. Okay, so that doesn't even sit over the top of it; just sits over the screws is all.
This one sits in here way funny compared to the other one.
I wonder if it's because I loosened that other screw.
It's like cockeyed.
Yeah, it's
sideways.
because we have to take that off and adjust that screw that I was messing with. Then that's why, because it'll pull it back in. So what we need to do is figure out where. Oh, I lost this light. That's what it is. battery on my new Ryobi light died. So we're gonna adjust that and then we'll see how that looks. All right, got that adjusted in a little bit. And now we're just putting this last bit on. Then we'll take it for a drive. Cool.